G'day everybody and welcome back. About 8 months ago, Toby, my youngest fella, come home and said, I've just bought a ute. And righto, he said it doesn't run. So I had to organise a truck and a float and we went and picked it up. Now it's a Holden Rodeo with a 2.8 diesel, it's a 4JB1. I got it home here and about 20 minutes later and about $20 we had it running again. So what happened was, with them, the injector pumps get weak and they don't want to pick up the fuel. So you can put a little electric fuel pump on them and gets them going again. It's fairly common with them from what I'm led to believe. That led to a couple of weeks ago, I was contacted by FridayParts asking if I wanted to do a collaboration. So I had a hunt through their website and they do injector pumps for the 4JB1 engine, which it's an Isuzu motor. Yeah, they do an injector pump for it. So I thought, well, good opportunity to get Toby a new injector pump for his ute, and because he gets his learners January, next month. So I want the ute running right for when he does get his learners, and he can be driving that everywhere. Well, with either mum or myself beside him, but yeah, I want it right. So this was a good opportunity to take him up on that offer and get something that we need. So I know a lot of you guys don't like review videos, and that's fair, but this, I think this is going to be a good thing. So anyway, I've never changed the injector pump before. I've taken them off a Hilux engine, but I've never done one on a Rodeo. So hopefully I'm going to get a mate of mine who's a mechanic to come around and give me a hand to swap this over. So how much of that part I film actually fitting it up, because I'm not too sure if he's keen to be on camera. But the injector pump has shown up, it's in the box. I haven't unpacked it. I will show you how it was packaged and what my first thoughts are. I don't want to pull it out of the box because, as you know, injector pumps aren't cheap. So I just hope this is as good as what they say it is. I have watched quite a few of the collaboration videos that other YouTubers have done, and they say on the gear that I've watched, on the videos I've watched, people say that their products are pretty good. So anyway, I'm keen to have a look at this injector pump, and I haven't really told Toby that I've got one coming for him, so it'll be a bit of a surprise for him too, because he's been trying to save up enough money to buy another injector pump, but this can be his Christmas present. Anyway, let's have a look inside this box. Righto, I've got this down on the chair because I don't have anywhere else decent high enough to put the camera. This didn't take long at all to arrive, and it looks like it's been packaged in another box. Oh. Give me a moment. Probably cut my chair to pieces doing this. Right. Well, come double box, which is a good thing. No chance of damage, or less chance of getting damaged. Nicely foam packaged. There it is. I will put this on the bench, on the table there, and move the camera. Okay, I'll get this out of here. I don't want to land it on my cup of tea. It's definitely very, very well packaged, I'll give them that. Really no chance of getting it damaged. There we go. Well, first impressions don't look too bad. The truth will be how it runs when we put it on. But first impressions, I like it. It's not a bad looking pump. And it's definitely not a reman one. It looks like it's definitely brand new, and it is probably from China, but man, a lot of stuff comes from China now, and some of it I can't fault. So I'm really looking forward to getting this on his ute and see how it performs. Anyway, there we go, there's the pump. Well packaged and looks pretty bloody good. I like it. Okay, unfortunately I'm not going to be able to get any footage of changing this pump over. What we're doing here anyway is my mate's just gone to pick his daughter up, so I thought I'd shoot this little bit. So what we're doing is just line up the timing marks, and then yeah, we'll swap the pumps over. This all happened pretty quick. I wasn't going to be doing this today, but then yeah, we decided to. So this original pump, which is a bit hard to show, this original pump, it's very weak. That little 12 volt clicker pump there is what's actually pressurized, keeping the pressure up to the pump. So hopefully the new injector pump's won't need none of that anyway. Yeah, so what we're doing is just grabbing the timer marks right, then we'll pull the injector lines off, slip the new pump in, and then set it with the dial indicator and everything up in the back, and then we should be right to go. So I do apologise, I won't be able to get any footage of it going in, swapping it over. He's not real keen to be on camera. Okay, injector pump's in, we've had it running, and I've got to replace, just climb up here, this return line here is a fraction short, a bit tight, but it's good enough to take it for a squirt. As far as bleeding and all that goes, it went well. Yeah, I just had to bump the idle screw back a fraction. This one here, it was set a bit high, and the only thing I found different was this plug here. I had to jimmy up or dummy it up. That runs taco. This plug is too big to go into the original, so I'll sort that out tomorrow when the shops are back open again. But apart from that, it all went well. Like, we did go the dial indicator, set it with the dial indicator, the whole shooting match. It's set perfect. So we're just going to take it for a drive, see how it performs, and I'll let you know. But as far as everything bolted up perfect. When we put this new pump in, the O-ring that went around the end of the injector pump, it's about a 5-inch diameter O-ring where it bolts onto the timing case. The new pump didn't come with that O-ring. The one that come off the original injector pump still felt good, so I put that one on there with a bit of grease, and I'm not too sure if I've pinched it when we've put the new pump in, but it's leaking pretty bad. So what I plan on doing is just showing some clips here and there of pulling it apart again, which I'm not overly keen on doing, and resealing the back of where the injector pump goes onto the timing case. Being Christmas, I can't get a new O-ring for it. I do know a bloke that has got a kit that can make an O-ring. Local mechanic fella here. If I have to, I'll make one. But I've spoke to a few guys and they reckon just use some 3-bond sealant and seal it up and it'll be right. So the pump's already been set, so we don't have to worry about retiming the pump. It's just a matter of undoing the 6 bolts off the front, sliding the pump back, or taking the pump out, clean it up and putting the timing marks back in, or putting it back up onto the timing marks, and the rest should be preset from where we initially set it before, if that makes sense. So if this video is all over the shop, you only got me to blame. Okay, a bit of an update. It's been timed. Injector lines are all off the top. They get a bit wobbly here. All the injector lines are off the back. It's all unplugged. Have discovered there is an oil leak on the oil pressure sender too, so I ordered one of them Monday. That oil leak, if you can pick it up, that oil leak below the injector pump there, down on the, you might not be able to see it too well, that's what's come out of that, yeah, on the front of the block there, that's what's come out of the oil leak, that's out of the pump. So it's going to need a good degrease when it's done, but it's only a matter of undoing the 6 bolts now, and then 6 bolts around the front here, and then I can slide the pump back, take it out, and then clean it all up, seal it, put it back in. So I'm probably not going to show that because it's going to take a bit of fiddling to get it out, and hopefully everything goes well. There's 2 bolts down underneath that injector pump that go to another bracket. There's 2 bolts, 2 14-headed bolts, and they are an absolute pain to get out. Well, the one next to the block is. So if you are doing one of these, they are a real pain. Well, that one is anyway. But that bracket's got to come right off so you can get the pump out. Apart from that, it's all pretty straightforward. Okay, a bit of an update. Injector pump is back in. Ended up using a O-ring splicing kit and made our own ring. Had to go down to the local tractor repair place, and yeah, we built one down there to suit. So it's all back in. We did use some 3-bond on it as well. Bit of reassurance. So yeah, we're just in the middle of putting everything back together. Yeah, the injector lines are on. Still, haven't done the top of the injector lines up yet. Still got to bleed it. So it's just a matter of plumbing everything all back up. Toby's just finished putting the belts on. Little window covers down the little timing window covers. That's what I call them. They're back on. So really, it's only the tappet cover to go on. The throttle cable, fuel lines, put all these, yeah, there's a couple of fuel filters, one down there, there's another one here, it's got to be all bolted back up on its clamps, mounts. Intake pipes have got to go back on, and see if it'll start. So anyway, we'll keep into it. It's about 9 o'clock at night, so keep cracking so we can see if it's going to start before it does get too late. Okay, it's the next morning. I did finish up fairly late last night. Yeah, we're running against time. You didn't want to be too noisy for the neighbours. We bled it up and it started up straight away, no dramas in whatsoever. Now at idle, when it's dead cold, when I first started it this morning, I took Toby to work in it. It did, for about 10 seconds, it ran a little bit rough, and then it smoothened up. It's on the original injectors and everything still, and it's got 300,000 plus on it. It probably could do with a set of injectors, to be honest. There's no leaks coming out of the pump. I'd still have to replace the return line. It's a bit tight. Still got to buy another bit of hose. Still got to take this little clicker pump out. It's not required anymore. But apart from that, power wise, it is really no different to the original pump. Well, it's probably got a little bit more push than the original pump. It is probably going a bit better, to be honest. But we haven't opened it up. I'm not going to open it up either. It's just leave it set where it is. It's running about 12 pound a boost, and just leave it as is, where is, see how it goes. But as far as the pump goes, I'm bloody impressed. The only drama we had was it had no O-ring, new O-ring, and the plug, you can see it down, there, you'll see two red wires. That plug did not fit the original plug. It's just a bit too, yeah, just not quite the right size. So apart from that, you can't even say that's a drama, to be honest. But yeah, no leaking, no nothing. I'm pretty stoked. Righto, overall with this injector pump, I am really happy with the quality of it. It was my mistake that it leaked the first time I fitted it, or we fitted it, because we used the original O-ring and we did pinch it. I did use, you would have, like I said, I think I've said previously, I used some 3-bond on it, and I ended up making an O-ring out of a splicing kit, because you can't buy one around here, yeah, especially over the Christmas period. This was done over a couple of days too, so it's why the filming's been a bit crap as well. But overall, really happy. And then my mate who gave me a hand, like he's a mechanic by trade, he said there's nothing wrong with that pump. It's pretty bloody good, especially for the price. So no, pretty happy with that. So thanks very much, FridayParts, for helping us out there. I'd say over time, if it does decide to give any grief, which I can't see it doing, I'll give you an update, but I don't believe we'll ever get to that. Anyway guys, appreciate you watching, and if I get a chance, I'll take it for a drive. I can't film while I'm driving on my own. I'll take it for a drive, but it sounds sweet. I'll just give it a quick start up actually. Let you listen to it. If anything, the idle might be set just a fraction high, but as you can hear, it starts neat, runs smooth. You've got to be happy with that. We'll take it for a drive, see how it goes. I have noticed is the throttle pedal is really heavy. The return spring on the top of the pump itself is heavy, a lot more heavy than the original one. It's going to take a bit of getting used to. So we're going to go up the hill, leaving town. Fairly steep built. Now this has got big tyres on it. They do take a fair bit of driving too, so keeping that in mind. They do suck a fair bit of power out of it. This is called Bellbird, this hill. I believe it's one of the steepest on the Princess Highway on the south coast, or in the southern hemisphere. Something to do about the steepest incline.
Happy with that?
Yeah.